What's up, YouTube? Gravy here, and here's another review video for your viewing pleasure. Where the hell did I put it? I have another wonderful blaster that I got on the grand old Target sale for some reason when they were clearing shop online. Anyway, what I have here is the Revonix 360 Vortex Blaster. Now, in the past, I have said I am not a Vortex fan. However, since getting the fuse fire and playing around with my office and on stressful calls and stuff, just breaking it out and shooting at my walls in my office and seeing it ricochet 4 or 5 times, I'm like, I know there were great hatred for the Revonix because of certain issues, which I will get into. I figured, you know what? I'm getting this for $13. This retails for $40. How could I pass up a deal like that? Well, I didn't, and there should have been a reason why I did. Anyway, going into the crux of the blaster, this thing is massive. I would almost akin this to a friggin' M203 grenade launcher in like size compared to other Nerf blasters. I do have to say I do like the flame job design on it, which is really cool. The way this works is it is a built-in drum magazine. You load 6. Its holding capacity is 30 discs. And if I say darts, please excuse me, I mean discs when speaking of this. You load 30 discs. It has 6 chambers. Hold on. Chambers of 5 discs. That's it. I was looking at how you can load it because it's actually ambidextrous loading where you can put discs in through this one or this one. So the way it works is every time you prime, it rotates and loads a disc. Next prime, it rotates, loads a disc, rotates, loads a disc. So it doesn't clear out a chain. It's not like the Paragon drum where it clears out a section and rotates it. I gotta say, the one big crux of issues that this thing had was it always sounded like every prime it was going to break. I was figuring they must have fixed that by now. No, they didn't. So this is how it primes. That's loud. It fires off. I'm gonna lose every single one of these fucking things. Load next one. And it's not even like a slide prime. It's pretty much it's almost like a lever action. When you prime it back, it's not a smooth prime like a rough cut or an Alpha Trooper or a Raider. It's pretty much, it just goes back and right forward again. So here, I'll show you again, ready? It's just, it's all gears because that's what this thing uses. Or most of them use anyway. And it does have slam fire, but slam fire sounds, again, like you are going to break it. So I'm going to hold down the trigger, and I'm going to slam fire a little bit, because I didn't put a full 30 discs in there. I think I only put 15. But here it goes. And I'm going to stop that, because it sounds like I'm going to break this thing. It does have a stock attachment, so if you wanted to actually if you need to shoulder it, you can put a Raider stock or a Retaliator stock or whatever stock on there. The only thing is, though, the discs are so damn inaccurate that you're pretty much going to be shooting this from the hip or just holding it because you're not going to get any accuracy out of these things, so shouldering it's going to be a moot point. However, I did notice, though, in the instruction manual, and I do apologize for this, but I do not have it on me. It's actually in my office. But the instruction manual actually shows a stock already attached to this thing. So my guess was this thing was actually supposed to come with a stock. If I get a chance, I'll put in a picture of it somewhere around here. If not, if you go online and look for it, I'm sure you will find it. But if you like the Vortex blasters, if you can find this on sale or at a thrift shop, if you want to pick it up just for the lulz, go right ahead. I mean, no one's stopping you. Personally, there's enough flaws in here where I wouldn't want to purchase this again, but for what it is, it's good. You don't have to worry about the bulky drum of the Paragon, either on the Paragon or in your Praxis or Lumitron. I think that's what the glow-in-the-dark one is called. But you don't have to worry about lugging around the big drum on that one. Personally, though, I would say if you are, for some reason, a huge Vortex fan and you want to run and gun a Vortex setup, either for HVZ or an NIC Warp, you will be laughed away. I would say your best bet is to actually go for a Paragon drum and as a couple of, like, you know, either 10 or, if you had a Nitron, maybe 20 round clips. But personally, because I mean, to me, that would be almost like me when I go to war and I use my Alpha Trooper. I always have at least one 35 round drum with me, and then a multitude of 18 round clips. Because once the drum is done, then I'll go to the clips, just because I want my first actions to be solely run and gun, or spray and pray, and then worry about, you know, ammunition, my ammunition count. But I mean, this thing, you got 30 rounds already built into it, but loading it on the fly is going to be a pain as opposed to being able to just slap in a clip or a magazine or whatever the hell they call them for the Vortex. But that's my my overview of the Revonix 360. Oh, I forgot. It does have one very large rail attachment, so you can and it only has the one, so you're pretty much putting either a scope or a light on it, unless you want to be really dumb and put a grip up here and just go, oh, look at me! And then you will definitely be laughed out, regardless of what you're playing. But that's my overview of the Revonix 360. It definitely still needs improvement. I'm hoping that's why it went on sale, because they're going to, like, maybe rework it or whatever, or maybe just pull it completely and come up with another idea. So that's it. I hope you found this entertaining and informative. If you liked the video, please, as always, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Later.